Hey guys, in this video we're gonna talk about another Russian city, Krasnodar. Krasnodar is a city in Russia, 1300 kilometers south of Moscow. The population has recently exceeded 1 million people. Catherine the Great gave this territory to the Cossacks to defend imperial borders a long time ago. The town was founded in 1793, first as a military camp and later as a fortress, and until 1920 the city was called Yekaterinodar, meaning Catherine's gift. Krasnodar is becoming more and more popular. People like Krasnodar for its proximity to the sea. It's just 120 kilometers away, and the average annual temperature of 12 Celsius. This is similar to New York, Seoul, and Paris. Winter is short, and sometimes they get no snow at all. Krasnodar is the fastest growing city in Russia. Every year, they get about 100,000 new residents. People from the Urals, Siberia, and the Far East are tired of living in a harsh, cold climate and tolerate 4, 5, and sometimes 6 months of winter. And they want to come here to finally enjoy the real summer, from early May till October. This is a large industrial city. The economy is based on mining, manufacturing, food processing, and construction. With so many people moving over here, no wonder that high-rise apartment buildings grow on every vacant piece of land. Housing is affordable, but remember that the wages in the south are lower. The average salary is just $430 a month. Who lives in Krasnodar? There are so many nationalities here. Russians, Armenians, Ukrainians, the Adai, Georgians, Greeks, and Belarusians, which means you can try so many national cuisines. For example, delicious Greek sandwiches, gyros. And this is the owner of the place, a Greek chef living in Russia.
Γεια σας, καλώς ήρθατε στο Krasnodar.
Roads are in good condition, but traffic jams, oh, unbelievable. When they were planning the city streets, they had no idea it would grow to become a large city. Most streets are narrow, and the number of cars is one of the highest in the country. 437 cars per 1,000 people. That's even more than in Moscow, where it's 417. Public transportation is well developed. Buses, minibuses, electric buses, and trams. A tram in Krasnodar is almost a substitute for subway. Tram tracks are separated from roads, but a real subway here is not possible for economic and technical reasons, at least for now. The local airport is quite small, but it has international destinations. A lot of people in Krasnodar love sports. There are so many gyms in every part of the city, and they are popular. Many people go jogging in parks, and football is extremely popular. The new Krasnodar Stadium impresses with its architecture. It regularly hosts EuroLeague matches. This is a private club facility designed for 34,000 spectators, with heated seats and a roof protecting viewers from the rain. The local entrepreneur, Mr. Galitsky, built this stadium with his own money and also founded many schools of football in different parts of the city. And if you like basketball, then you can go to a game of the local Lokomotiv Kuban team. The home ground of this basketball team is Basket Hall. Right now we're touring Krasnodar, and I've never been to this city. It's a city in the south, so it's warm weather, as you might expect. And there's so many sports facilities. I mean, it's just amazing. Look at this. It's a basketball hall, brand new. It's a multi-purpose indoor arena with 7,500 seats. Krasnodar is full of shopping malls. The main shopping malls are the Oz Mall, a beautiful building with a futuristic design and a huge parking lot for 8,000 cars, where drifting enthusiasts often have their drifting competitions. And it looks something like this.
Пока это чудо
Oh wow, that was impressive. Another popular mall is Krasnodar Gallery, in the very heart of the city, next to which is one of the sights of the city, a famous steel lattice water tower designed in the early 20th century by architect Vladimir Shuhov. And the last shopping mall we're gonna mention is the Red Square Mall. The city has excellent parks, and many of them. The landscape Chistyakovskaya Roshcha Park, it has century-old oak trees, and it's a family-friendly park. You can ride bikes, eat ice cream, and feed the squirrels. The Victory Park, it's a large, beautiful area by the river. Those who like military equipment will appreciate the open-air museum of weapons and machines from the Second World War. Sunny Island Park, another popular park in Krasnodar. Numerous walking trails along the river. It's a great place to unwind. Kids would love the local safari park. The Botanical Garden, or simply Arboretum, is almost like a forest within the city. And guess what? You can even see peacocks here. And of course, the new and super modern park near the Krasnodar Stadium, the construction of which, like the stadium, was fully funded by the billionaire Mr. Galitsky. This is one of the best examples of private investments in city infrastructure in Russia. It even has an open-air concert hall and plenty of water, which is cool for this warm climate. The layout of the park resembles the streets of Italian cities. This park does not resemble any of those old, boring Soviet parks that you see everywhere in Russia. Perhaps it's the most unique park in Russia. This is a must-see in Krasnodar. Often those who don't like Krasnodar call it a big village. So let's see if that's the case. Let's take a look at some parts of the city. The most interesting place to go to in Krasnodar is Krasnaya Street, which means red or beautiful street. It's a 5-kilometer long street with many theaters, restaurants, and museums. This is the heart of Krasnodar. Lots of people jogging, cycling, and just going for a walk and having a great time. Red Street on weekends becomes completely pedestrian. At night, you can come here and see some street performers, live music, and lots more. Theatre Square, at the end of the street, is home to the largest splash fountain in Europe. The city center is neat and tidy, but just a couple of blocks away from Krasnaya Street, the city looks like this. However, there are many new districts in Krasnodar, like this one. This bridge, by the way, is called the Bridge of Kisses. Oh, how romantic. This is a new comfortable area with a long promenade and perhaps one of the best places in Krasnodar. There are many districts like this, with blocks of typical high-rise apartments. One district of Krasnodar definitely stands out, and that is the German Village. It's a Russian-German project. The shortage of luxury real estate has inflated prices to levels never seen before in Krasnodar. An average house of 200 square meters with a backyard and a swimming pool goes for $350,000. The wealthy people of Krasnodar and some international basketball and football players live here. Look at these guys, they come from Serbia and they play for the local basketball team, Lokomotiv Kuban. Wonderful area, right? By the way, this is a gated community.
Guten Abend, gute Nacht, von Englein bewacht, die Zeit.
The city is very different. There is no downtown with skyscrapers. At times, it does look like a village, but I don't think it's a downside. I mean, it's not gigantic like Moscow, and it's not freezing cold like Siberia. And I'm sure you would agree that having your own house is a good thing. Because Russians love having gardens and growing vegetables and fruit. Problem is, in most parts of Russia, all you can grow is just apples, pears, cucumbers and tomatoes, and maybe some berries. But here you can grow feijoa, pomegranates, peaches, persimmon, and many other fruit. It is a bustling city. It's always busy. There are many people here, and you can tell people want to live here. There are many destinations to go outside of the city if you ever get bored. You can go to the beautiful lake Abro Durso near Novorossiysk, visit waterfalls, gorges and caves, go rafting on mountain rivers. A train ride to the sea is just 2 hours. So life in Krasnodar will not be boring unless you want it to. And what are some of the downsides though? In the summer it can get pretty hot. I mean up to 40 Celsius. Not everyone loves this kind of hot. And swimming in the local river Kuban is not recommended. City beaches have been closed for many years now. Some people will start missing snow after several years of no snow. Like these guys, they had to bring their own snow and go snowboarding right on the city bridge. And let's find out what people think about this city and see if we can engage Russians in small talk, shall we?
А скажите, вы давно живете в Краснодаре? Давно? Вам нравится город? А какие плюсы и минусы?
Тепло.
Тепло, основной плюс, да? А минусы?
Море недалеко.
Море, да, 100 километров всего лишь.
Ты поехал, понял?
А минусы есть у города?
Ну что?
Это идеальный
Город на земле.
в Краснодаре.
Ну, работаю давно, живу вот именно, живу чуть больше 2 лет.
А какие плюсы города?
Вообще город шикарный. Вы знаете, мне сестра уезжала в Казань, бросила там вещи и спокойно сказала, нам всем, у нас большая семья, если есть на свете рай, это Краснодарский край.
А какие минусы тогда будут?
Минусы, ну, это я не считаю минусы, это значит наше, то, что мы все работаем, стараемся, единственная пробка.
Понятно.
Всё,
Спасибо
хорошего
вам
дня.
также. А вы давно живете в Краснодаре?
Ну, относительно, 8 лет.
Ну, это уже много. А какие основные плюсы города?
Хорошая погода, солнце по утрам.
Да,
Сухо, чисто.
с этим не поспоришь. А минусы города какие есть?
Извечные пробки.
Пробки, да? Здравствуйте. А можно вас на минутку отвлечь? Скажите, пожалуйста, а вам нравится жить в Краснодаре? И давно вы здесь живете? Лет 30, да? А какие основные плюсы города? Почему сюда много людей переезжает сейчас?
Приезжают же с береги, там холодно.
То есть за теплым климатом.
Теплый климат.
А вы, как житель города, какие минусы видите?
Я как-то не задумалась над тем, какие минусы. Хотя у нас здесь хорошо в нашем районе.
Минусов нету. А вы живете в этом районе, да? Ну, в самом центре, хорошо.
Ну, как сказать, может быть, шумновато, но в принципе, конечно, все есть.
Ну, здорово.
Инфраструктура
Красивые собачки у вас.
красивая.
Хорошо, спасибо. До свидания. А вам нравится жить в Краснодаре? Нет? А где бы вы хотели жить?
Ну, скорее всего, где-нибудь в Геленджике.
То есть ближе к морю просто, да?
Да.
Не хватает моря.
Да.
А часто выбираетесь за год? Сколько раз?
За год?
Да.
У меня там дочка живет вообще-то.
Ну все равно
Поэтому-
сколько раз получается?
Ну, получается, раз в месяц я точно езжу.
Нормально, да? Мгм, спасибо. Hey guys,
Hey, how's it going?
nice to see you in Krasnodar.
Nice to see you. My name's Josh. I'm from Texas. And I'm Mitchell from Arizona.
Wow, you guys come from hot places.
Yeah.
Did you know that Krasnodar is one of the hottest towns in Russia?
Right now it's not very hot. Everyone's
Yeah.
in jackets.
It's just 13 degrees,
Yeah.
but it's November. It's understandable. Do people in Krasnodar speak good English, you think?
I think some people know English and they generally speak pretty good.
And what's your impression?
I think they speak fine. I think for knowing another language, yeah, they speak very well.
Okay, that's good to know. So I heard you guys learned some Russian. You want to say something?
We love to. 1, 2, 3. Доброе пожаловать в Krasnodar.
Have you ever been to Krasnodar? Have you heard of the city? And what is your impression of the city after this video? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you.